One which adult learning principle emphasizes the importance of learners applying past experiences to new learning. A. Repetition. B. Andragogy. C. Cognitivism. D. Classical conditioning. 2. A training program evaluation using Kirkpatrick's Level 3 focuses on A. Participant satisfaction. B. Knowledge retention. C. Behavioral application. D. Organizational ROI. 3. In curriculum development, a needs assessment primarily serves to A. Document regulatory compliance. B. Identify skill gaps and priorities. C. Create lesson materials. D. Align instructor competencies. 4. Which communication strategy is most effective when addressing a diverse adult audience? A. Using technical jargon. B. Relying on written instructions. C. Adapting language to audience background. D. Delivering content in a single format. 5. A mentor providing constructive criticism should ensure A. Feedback is delayed. B. Criticism is vague. C. Focus is on observable behavior. D. Emphasis is placed on personal traits. 6. Which method best evaluates long-term skill transfer after training? A. End-of-course quiz. B. Post-training surveys. C. On-the-job performance observation. D. Training attendance records. 7. What is the most critical factor in ensuring adult learners remain motivated? A. High-stakes testing. B. Relevance of content to real tasks. C. Long lecture durations. D. Frequent memorization exercises. 8. Which regulatory requirement most directly impacts workplace training programs? A. Data retention policies. B. Labor safety standards. C. Corporate tax compliance. D. Intellectual property filings. 9. A performance-based assessment is best used when A. Measuring workplace skill application. B. Testing short-term memory. C. Evaluating employee satisfaction. D. Reviewing company finances. 10. Which mentoring approach promotes mentee independence most effectively? A. Directing every decision. B. Providing limited access to resources. C. Encouraging self-reflection and problem-solving. D. Restricting feedback. 11. Which evaluation tool measures both cognitive and affective outcomes in training? A. Multiple choice test. B. Behavioral checklists. C. Attitude surveys. D. Role-play assessments. 12. When aligning training to business goals, which element is most important? A. Instructor preference. B. Organizational objectives. C. Participant leisure. D. Department size. 13. Which communication barrier is most common in global virtual training? A. Over-preparation. B. Time zone differences. C. Excessive visuals. D. Too much participation. 14. In adult learning, self-directedness refers to A. Reliance on memorization. B. Passive absorption of content. C. Learners taking initiative for their development. D. Trainers making all learning decisions. 15. The ADDIE model's design phase primarily involves A. Creating instructional materials. B. Evaluating training outcomes. C. Analyzing training gaps. D. Structuring objectives and methods. 16. Which evaluation model incorporates both qualitative and quantitative measures? A. ROI analysis. B. CIPP model. C. Maslow's hierarchy. D. Pavlov's framework. 17. A mentor building trust should prioritize A. Confidentiality and consistency. B. Frequent criticism. C. Delegating tasks only. D. Avoiding personal connection. 18. Which adult learning strategy is most effective for experiential learners? A. Reading scholarly articles. B. Listening to lectures. C. Participating in simulations. D. Watching videos passively. 19. Which regulatory compliance area is most critical in data-driven training programs? A. Anti-money laundering laws. B. Data privacy regulations. C. Environmental impact rules. D. Tax submission deadlines. 20. In curriculum development, measurable learning objectives should include A. General ideas only. B. Vague outcomes. C. Observable and specific behaviors. D. Broad statements. 21. Which mentoring style focuses most on developing technical expertise? A. Coaching. B. Sponsorship. C. Peer mentoring. D. Instructional mentoring. 22. Informative evaluation. The purpose is to A. Summarize final program outcomes. B. Provide feedback during development. C. Compare competitor training programs. D. Certify participant competencies. 23. Which communication technique supports inclusivity in diverse learning groups? A. Using only cultural metaphors. B. Asking open-ended questions. C. Applying one-way lectures. D. Avoiding group interaction. 24. Which principle of adult learning emphasizes problem-centered learning? A. Operant conditioning. B. Pedagogy. C. Andragogy. D. Behaviorism. 25. Which Kirkpatrick evaluation level directly measures organizational results? A. Level 1. B. Level 2. C. Level 3. D. Level 4. 26. Which curriculum development phase involves piloting the program? A. Analysis. B. Implementation. C. Development. D. Evaluation. 27. In mentoring, which activity demonstrates role modeling most clearly? A. Explaining rules. B. Demonstrating ethical decision-making. C. Providing strict discipline. D. Requiring written reports. 28. Which evaluation approach focuses on long-term sustainability of learning? A. ROI. B. Impact analysis. C. Reaction survey. D. Knowledge test. 29. Effective communication in virtual training requires A. Sole reliance on written manuals. B. Interactive tools and feedback loops. C. Extended lecture periods. D. Reduced participation opportunities. Birdie, in adult learning, intrinsic motivation is most likely influenced by A. Rewards. B. Job relevance. C. Peer pressure. D. Mandated attendance. 31. Which tool best ensures regulatory compliance tracking in training? A. Learning management system. B. Attendance sheet. C. Employee handbook. D. Trainer's memory. 32. When designing assessments, validity ensures A. Test results are consistent. B. Test measures what it is intended to measure. C. Scores are always high. D. Participants enjoy the test. 33. Which mentoring relationship is characterized by equal status and exchange? A. Sponsorship. B. Hierarchical mentoring. C. Peer mentoring. D. Supervisory mentoring. 34. In curriculum development, sequencing content refers to A. Listing resources. B. Ordering content logically for learning. C. Writing broad goals. D. Documenting budgets. 35. Which evaluation model is specifically designed for continuous improvement? A. ROI model. B. Kirkpatrick model. C. CIPP model. D. Maslow's model. 36. Which communication channel is most effective for providing real-time feedback? A. Email. B. Video conference. C. Newsletter. D. Policy manual. 37. In adult learning, readiness to learn is most influenced by A. Peer gossip. B. Immediate application needs. C. Instructor's age. D. Length of training program. 38. Which compliance consideration is crucial in workplace safety training? A. Health and safety regulations. B. Intellectual property law. C. Advertising standards. D. Copyright law. 39. Which mentoring approach best fosters career advancement? A. Sponsorship mentoring. B. Peer mentoring. C. Group mentoring. D. Self-study mentoring. 40. Which evaluation outcome best demonstrates ROI from training? A. Employee morale improvement. B. Increased sales performance. C. Higher training attendance. D. More classroom discussions. 41. Which instructional strategy best supports learners with different learning styles? A. One-way lectures. B. Multiple delivery formats. C. Single textbook method. D. Rote memorization. 42. Which evaluation method focuses on cost-benefit analysis of training? A. ROI calculation. B. CIPP model. C. Kirkpatrick Level 2. D. Formative evaluation. 43. Which mentoring skill is most important in helping mentees set realistic goals? A. Active listening. B. Strict supervision. C. Providing directives only. D. Minimizing dialogue. 44. In curriculum design, which component ensures alignment with accreditation standards? A. Learning outcomes. B. Instructor notes. C. Student handouts. D. Informal discussions. 45. Which communication factor most enhances clarity in cross-cultural training? A. Using simple, jargon-free language. B. Speaking rapidly for efficiency. C. Avoiding all visuals. D. Assuming uniform cultural norms. 46. Which evaluation measure most directly reflects knowledge retention? A. Pre- and post-tests. B. ROI reports. C. Supervisor feedback. D. Attendance records. 47. Which mentoring outcome best indicates success in leadership development? A. Improved mentee decision-making. B. Increased meeting attendance. C. Higher test scores. D. Reduced feedback sessions.